And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're out here thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Broncos hit 4-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 6. This one swung out to Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Go, street.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Anthony Schwartz, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Jet. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On 3rd down, Jet. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the deep.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. Jet, room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here we go, check.
These two teams all tied after one. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Buffalo 18. Come back team. Come back team.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's go. Alert! Alert! Dragon 60! No check! No check!
They'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try the left side. Jet. Taken down at the 42. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll run on first down. Jet, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Panther 11. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert off of play action. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Herbert on first down now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down, Jet. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead is now 24. McCann's got it teed up. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Reload! Reload!
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Liking 18!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Switch it up here and look to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
18 runner, 18 runner.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already.
And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Come on, come on. Check smash, check smash.
They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Jet. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 15.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 2nd down.
Trap 50, trap 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 30 yards there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Jet. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run the counter. Jet. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. McCann's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL. So down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
That's caught. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Jet, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
McCann's kick up and good. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the second field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Casey. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Here we go. Rig alert. Rig alert. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors. 70. 70 Lions. Hey, Cash.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive.